We had done a story, and let me, Andrew, what did I do with that? Andrew handed me the story about here it is. We did an item last week, and I tell you what, sure as crap, on Friday, we get these boxes that show up, and they are mangled beyond belief. And my UPS guy is fantastic. So my UPS guy is Bobby, and Bobby's the best. Hands down, best UPS guy on the planet.
Was Bobby who you were at dinner with on Saturday night?
No, a different Bobby.
Oh, okay.
But I would gladly go to dinner with Bobby, my UPS. I probably ought to buy him dinner because he's that good. All right. So we had an item last week that 85 million packages arrived in the past year damaged. And the number is going through the roof. Why are so many packages you know what? Hey, Andrew, I want to go to phones on this. I want to grab some calls on this. Folks, I want to hear your pack, whether it's UPS, whether it's FedEx, whether it's U.S. Postal Service. I want to hear, or even Amazon, but Amazon is so locally controlled for the most part. Well, I guess sometimes you get the last mile delivery where you get Amazon deliveries that come U.S. Postal Service or UPS sometimes, or maybe even FedEx. But the bulk of our Amazon deliveries, at least here in the Tampa Bay area, are the local Amazon trucks. And those trucks are loaded, and all the merchandise is a lot of it's warehoused. You know, whether it's out in Sefner off of I-4, you got that big facility. You have another Amazon warehouse up out in Riverview area, right? So you got a ton of these Amazon warehouses. So those packages tend to arrive in better shape than something being shipped from out of state. And that's what happened to us on Friday. You know what? I want to load up phones here. So we did this story last week about 85 million packages arrived damaged in the last year. And the numbers are going through the roof. Oh, I remember the stat that 85 million packages equates to filling up 45,000 Olympic swimming pools. I mean, you can't even comprehend that.
No, you can't.
Number of packages.
Can't picture
But
it.
the number of damaged packages it's soaring. It's going through the roof. All right, fire up the phones now. And I'm going to tell my story, but while I tell my story, dial in. I want to hear from you, the MJ Morning Show listener, on any packages that you've received from any of the services that were just obliterated. Just damaged boxes, holes in boxes, just bashed up stuff. So, listen, I'm going to tell you right now that in the last week or so, I've had numerous damaged things. Remember, a week or 10 days ago? Mm-hmm. Remember, I upgraded our turkey fryer because I'm frying a turkey on Thursday, and I ordered right from Bayou Classics. I ordered directly from Bayou Classic, the stainless steel turkey fryer kit. So I upgraded. I had the cheap one with the little thin aluminum pot, and I went to the stainless steel setup, to upgrade a bit. And the box arrives, and the box was actually in good shape. There was no damage to the box, but the huge 44-quart stainless steel pot inside, it was like a bus ran into the side of it.
Really?
It was like totally bashed in. All right, if you've had any damaged merchandise arrive, fire up the phones. I want to hear about your damaged boxes, your damaged deliveries, and how bad was it? 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047. So we'll grab calls here in just a second. 800-990-1047. All right, so I want to hear about you. Have you received damaged stuff from, UPS or Amazon, U.S. Postal Service, or FedEx? Or I guess if you ordered internationally, DHL. So I'm just curious if you're one of the 85 million that had damaged packages in the last year. 800-990-1047. So, we did the story last week. And then on Friday, we get the 3 packages in. So we had to move the sandbags, and I waited until hurricane season was done. So I left all the sandbags. Remember, I with Willie Brown.
Oh yeah, your guy Willie.
I met Willie Brown on a side street next to the Home Depot in at 275 in Dale Mabry, and I hired Willie Brown right out of his front yard to help me fill the sandbags.
Huh.
And so all of the 158 sandbags that we filled at what was it, Horizon? It's that that gravel yard
Yeah.
right up on Lambright and Dale Mabry. That's where we filled. I bought 3 cubic yards of sand, and we filled up sandbags.
Yeah.
So I've had all the sandbags still all around the house because I wanted to wait for sure that hurricane season was done, complete, finished. And Michelle had this great idea because I'm not throwing these sandbags away. I want to keep these sandbags. I have $250 in sand, all of the sandbags. So Michelle was like, how do we store these? Do we just get some pallets and put them in the garage and, stack them up? Or what do we do? You don't want to sit them right on the concrete floor of the garage. So Michelle found these steel like carts. It's like a metal mesh cart that'll hold 1,000 pounds each. So she calcs it up, and if she does 8 or so high, and the number that can fit on the cart, Michelle did the math. So she orders 3 of these carts from Harbor Freight, and I guess I could have just found a Harbor Freight locally that had 3 in stock and just picked them up, but she ordered them. The shipping was negligible. It was like for all 3 of these things, the shipping was $6.99. Maybe that's why they got beat to hell. So these metal carts get shipped from Dillon, South Carolina, right? And they arrived here in the Tampa Bay area like they were thrown from a truck at 80 miles an hour on I-95 on the way down here.
All dinged up.
Oh, my God. These things were just destroyed.
So the actual box, when you look at the box, it's
listen,
done.
The box, a couple of the boxes were so damaged that huge chunks ripped out that somewhere along the way, I think that UPS somewhere, they had to use clear box tape and patch up these boxes. They were just unbelievably damaged. And then on the steel deck of this cart, there are these welded bolts, 9 or 12 bolts that you have to fasten, all the stuff to. All of the bolts were protruding. I mean, totally smashed through the box, and the bolts are bent to the point where I couldn't even get the the hardware. I couldn't even get them. They were so bent. I mean, they were just destroyed. So I'm like, well, wait a sec. We just did a story earlier in the week about 85 million damaged packages arriving on doorsteps. Listen, I want to hear from you, the MJ Morning Show listener. I want to hear about your damaged deliveries. What have you gotten recently or in the last year, last months, that was just, completely destroyed? 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047. Just fire up the phones and tell me, how bad did you get damaged goods?
I told you about the one box that I received. It was a box that had boxes inside. And the odd thing was the outer box was not damaged, but the boxes inside, which could be gifts for people, were all bent out of shape.
You serious?
Yeah, which didn't make sense because the outer box was fine. Well, but the inside box was.
But it's like my turkey fryer. The stainless steel pot was just dented to hell. It wasn't a little ding. This thing, and I still have it because Bayou Classics, they sent me a brand new one, which we actually got on Friday. So we got the new one, and so I remember I was joking. I'm going to take the old one to Gene Perez Body Shop and have him hammered out. So I'll have 2 pots now. All right, Andrew's got phones loaded, screened, ready to roll, and then so I went to Harbor Freight. So 3 of these. This is great. So I had to like call Harbor Freights around town because Michelle ordered them online. So I find that the Harbor Freight up in Palm Harbor has 3 of these metal carts that we're going to put all these sandbags on.
Right.
So they the one on Sheldon and Hillsboro, they had like 1 in stock, and so I had to find. I'm not driving all over town pick up onesies.
No.
So they had 4 of them up in Palm Harbor. So Friday, like 3 o'clock on Friday, I'm driving up to Palm Harbor to exchange these. So I bring the 3 boxes that are just destroyed. I mean, like they were hit with a missile. I mean, these things are just ridiculous. And I bring these things in. I guess the manager's up front. There's another employee up front, and they see me bringing these boxes, and they're like, "Oh man, what the hell happened to those?" So they took all 3 back. They gave me 3 new ones, and I drove them back. And we actually, Michelle did most of the assembly.
She put it together.
Yeah,
Nice.
I got the ratchet and I tightened everything down. But Michelle pretty much did the assembly on the 3 carts. I was very, very impressed. I put the Harbor Freight in Palm Harbor on US 19. They were very nice, taking back the boxes that looked like they'd been through nuclear war, giving me 3 that were in pretty good shape. All right, phones are loaded here. Let's go to phones. And then after I finish with phone calls here, on the way back on US 19 South, in between Palm Harbor and Countryside Mall, I saw a billboard that I want to address. So hold on. Let me grab Jim in St. Pete. Jim, hi, you're on the MJ Morning Show on 104.7 FM, Q105. So tell me about your damage deliveries.
Damage deliveries. Okay. It started with Petco. We were getting dog food through the mail, and it started out really good. We weren't getting any damage, but one package arrived like it was in World War II, and it was just. We opened the package up, and the cans of dog food were so destroyed that you couldn't even open the cans, front or bottom or top. They were just totally bent.
My God!
So they took them all
so
back.
destroyed that you couldn't even use a can opener to open them up.
You couldn't even open them up. It looks like somebody, just I don't know. The boxes came. One of the boxes came like it wasn't even nothing wrong with it, but then when the food was open, it was just destroyed. Like they had rolled it until the cans just. Squishy.
Almost like they ran it over with a bulldozer and then packed it in a nice box.
And then put it in a better box. Exactly. And then we started getting stuff from Chewy, and everything was okay for a while. And then the boxes started looking damaged. Then we got one of the package where it looked like a forklift went through the box and hit the package inside, and the food was spilled all over the box.
Oh, my
We opened
gosh.
it up. It was all over the place.
Jeez.
That's terrible.
And it's
Now,
like $70 a bag.
wow.
It was
Well,
like-
listen, obviously Petco or Chewy, they're going to make good on it.
They did make good on
Yeah,
it.
they always will. So was it any particular delivery service? And all of them are having issues.
It was both FedEx and UPS.
Gotcha. All right. Thanks, Jim. I appreciate
You're
it.
welcome. You
Did
have a good
you,
day.
so you're essentially telling me that your dog died of starvation.
Yeah, you're right. No, that wouldn't happen.
All right. Thank you, Jim.
Thank you, buddy.
Appreciate you listening. All right. Let me grab Emery in Tampa. Emery, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Welcome.
Hey, good morning. Quickly, Amazon delivers, our packages inside our gate, outside the gate, right in front of the garage door sometimes, just all over the place. One day, garage doors open. We come out sometimes, packages could be inside the garage. This time, we didn't look outside the garage. The garage door was open, and, my girlfriend backs up. We're leaving, and she runs over the package that Amazon put right behind her tire.
Oh, really? She rolled over it?
Because they put it in a bad spot.
They delivered the package inside the garage door, but they put it on the ground right behind her rear tire of her car.
What the hell? Why would they do that? Would that be part of like basic training? Do not put the box under the tire?
Yeah, they do all kinds of funny
All right, so what happened? The product was what, run over and destroyed?
It was partially destroyed. It was like vitamin supplements, powder form, and
Oh, so it's not like it was pill form that was turned to powder. It was already powder.
no, it was just the stuff that you mix with water and
Yeah.
hydration stuff. But
Gotcha.
No big deal.
All right, man. Thank you, Emery. Let me grab Curly. Curly in Tampa. Hey, Curly.
Good morning.
All right. Have you been a victim of damaged deliveries?
Yeah, last week.
What happened?
So UPS shows up to my door, and I was doing some stuff outside, and they dropped the box. And I see this box, and it looks like an accordion ready to play music. So I asked the guy, hey, what happened to the box? And this is the UPS driver.
Right.
He's like, well, you know, that's how it came. And I'm like, okay, so it's Costco that I order a collectible item, a Pokemon pristine item that I'm looking forward to put in my collection, and the thing looks like it's been used as the soccer ball of the World Cup. So the guy tells me, well, you want to open the package to see what's wrong? So I'm like, yeah, I want to open the package. So, of course, I open it, and the thing is destroyed, completely destroyed, you know, no longer a collectible. I can't put it in my top shelf or anything like that. So, obviously, I didn't blame UPS guy in a sense because he told me you should have seen the other packages in his truck. I don't know. So I went to Costco because Costco has a pretty good return policy. They offered.
Oh, crap. You can buy a TV set there in $19.99 and return it tomorrow.
Well, I do listen to you guys, and I tried that. They offered to give me the money back, but I was afraid that I couldn't get a new one.
Right.
So I just decided to keep it because I was trying to see if they give me a discount or anything. They didn't give me a discount. It was like a full refund or nothing.
Gotcha.
So I still have the package damage. I kept it in the box, and I don't know, man. I'm just like, you know, this thing looks like I said, it was like an elephant sit on it.
Thank you. Curly, thanks for the call. And listen, it's the story that we had last week. And then just, you know, kind of ironic that I have a damaged, turkey fryer pot.
Yeah.
And then I get these 3 metal carts from Harbor Freight, and they're just destroyed. And I know, right, my guy didn't do it. I'm telling you, right.
Your guy would never do that.
My UPS guy's these got damaged along the way. They shipped out of a big distribution center for Harbor Freight in Dillon, South Carolina. Isn't that where is that where Michael Jordan's father was offed? Was that Dillon or is that Lumberton? I'm trying to. Anyway, so my guy even pointed it out. My UPS guy texted me. It's like, hey, got some boxes for you, and they're pretty beat up. So I know that my guy did not do this to the boxes. That I don't know, it come, from South Carolina, whether they transferred to a different truck in Jacksonville, but along the way, man, these things got destroyed. All right. Did you like the video? Want more? Go ahead and click all this like, share, subscribe.